Now let's cover the other moves that you can also do on the pole. Remember, safety first. It's time to learn how to sit on the pole. Now beware, there might be some level of pain if you sit on the pole for the very first time. If your skin's not used to it, you might bruise even a little bit. But be assured, the more you do it, the more you will get used to it, and eventually you won't feel it anymore. Now, let's break this down. I'm going to stand next to the pole on the side of the pole so that you can see what I'm doing. But remember, when you're sitting on the pole while dancing, doing a routine or a combo, it doesn't matter at what position around the pole you are when you're doing the sit. It will depend on how you choreograph it. Okay, so I'm standing next to the pole, and I'm going to take my left leg and put it up against the pole, and then go and hook my toe around the pole. Now you will see I'm connecting with my skin as close with my body to the pole as possible against the pole. And that's the reason why you need to wear shorts or a short skirt or something like a hot pant. Now, if you've got a little bit shorter legs, you might struggle to hook your toe around the pole. But if you can hook it, it will definitely help with the balance and to stay on top of the pole. Be sure to lift your knee as high as is comfortable for you when you do this. Don't drop it down too low. So almost imagine as if you're going to sit on a chair. So sitting on a chair, your knee will be a little bit higher. Now comes the part that might hurt a little bit. You need to put your second leg, in this case the right leg, over the left leg. And then you're going to squeeze with your inner thighs against the pole, and you're going to stick to the pole as you sit there. So grab hold onto the pole as high as you can for now to help. And then slightly pull and pick up the second leg and fold it over. And now squeeze those inner thighs. Remember to point the toe, and this one can lock. Also get the feeling of squeezing your bum as much as you can. And this is sitting on the pole. Now, if you feel that you've got a good grip and you can handle the pain, you can let go of one hand, or you can let go of the other hand. And eventually, if you contract your tummy muscles nice and strong, you can let go of both hands. Now, let's just do this on the other side as well. I'm standing next to the pole, and I'm putting my right leg on the pole as close as I can, with my body as close as I can and hooking my toe around the pole at the bottom. Hold on high and take the second leg up and over, squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the bum, point the toe, and hold on to the pole. Now for a variation, like I said, you can hold on with one hand or with the other hand, or if you want to, let go of both hands. Or you can even go and hook in front of the pole if you want to. Now, the idea is you're going to go over to the front on the side of the leg that's on top. So if my left leg's on top, I'm going to go over to the left side of the pole. But you're not necessarily going to sit here at the bottom of the pole. Your aim is to sit nice and high. So for the beginner level, it's plain and simple. You can jump as high as you can and then go and sit on the pole. But now you need to just get your bearings straight before you jump up. Because if you go up and you're not sure what you want to do, you're going to crash against the pole and you can actually hurt yourself. So first thing first, when you want to jump up towards the pole in order to sit high, don't stand too far from the pole because we don't want to jump towards the pole, we want to jump up. So stand close to the pole. Now, you can either have both hands as high as you can and then jump, or you can put one hand there, and then as you jump, go and grab a little bit higher. It's your choice. And then you need to decide, do I want to sit with my left leg at the bottom or my right leg at the bottom? Because when you go up, let's pretend my arms are my legs. When you go up and you take both legs up the same height, you're going to crash. So as you go up, you have to decide, I want to put left leg at the bottom, or I want to put the right leg at the bottom. So as you go up, you need to have the one leg just a little bit higher than the other leg. Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go. And jump and connect. For now, I've got my left leg at the bottom. And then when you want to come down, simply hold on, unhook the legs, and come down. Now, in the beginning, it's fine to just jump up as high as you can and squeeze those legs in order to stay on top. But eventually, you want to start doing it a little bit more gracefully. So as you go up, try to extend your legs out and straight before you bend them to go and sit. Straight, bend, and sit. Enjoy practicing this one. The monkey jump is a fun move that you can do on its own, or you can use it to finish off a sit and to get back down onto the floor. Let me quickly just demonstrate the monkey jump on its own. Jump up and slide down. Now, let's break this down. When you do the monkey jump, first thing first, your aim is to keep your hands approximately the same height as your face, meaning you need to activate those arm muscles to stay in that position while sliding down. Now, if you feel that your arms can't keep you, it's fine to extend a little bit. But should this happen, be sure to still activate those shoulder blades, keeping the shoulders down and activated, and never hang out of the shoulders. This might hurt you eventually. Another thing, as you do it, you need to pull back with your legs. Get the feeling of pulling your heel to your bum and your knees away from the pole. So you need to squeeze those bum muscles. So you're basically going to be in this position while you slide down the pole. So you can either have one hand on top and then as you jump, go and grab a little bit higher, or you can have both hands on top already when you jump, going up and then slide down. Always remember to put down softly with the knees open and the toes together and pointed. Now, should you decide to use the monkey jump after the sit, you will basically be in a sit position. And from here, if you want to come down, simply hold on to the pole, take the legs to the back, and monkey jump down all the way. Have fun practicing this one. Invert for level 1. Anna is here to help me demonstrate and teach you guys how to do the invert. The reason for it is, if you're not 100% secure on the pole, or you don't feel strong enough, or you have never been upside down on a pole, doing the invert for the first time might be scary. So it's a good thing to have someone with you to help you, to spot you, and just for extra security. You can even put a soft mat or pillows on the floor if you're scared of falling. But like I said, the safest is have a partner with you just to help you. Okay, so Anna is first going to demonstrate to us how the invert looks, and she's going to do it on the right side first. After that, we'll then break it down, right side first and left side second. You'll see she went up, and then she's simply sliding down. This is the invert plane that we're going to do for level 1. Now she's going to do the left side, going up, and always remember to control your slide down with the grip in your legs and in your hands. Nicely done. Please do not simply do this if you're not 100% sure that you will be able to do it. Now let's break it down. Right side first. Anna is going to stand so that you can see her right side. Her strong arm, the right arm, will be at the bottom. And the left arm or the weaker arm will be on top. You can now choose how you want to grip. For the purposes of her going up now, she's going to have her hands approximately the same height as her face. You can hold a little bit lower if you want to, or you can even hold a little bit higher if you want to. At the end of the day, you need to find a spot that's most comfortable for you. Some people even prefer to have a slight gap between their hands when they do the invert. Like I said, find the thing that works for you. But for now, Anna will have her hands together, approximately the same height as her face. Her inside leg or her right leg is closest to the pole. Then she's going to use her left leg or the outside leg to kick up. She's not going to hook. First, we're just going to show how to kick up and back down. Now, Anna will do it again, and you're going to see she's using her tummy muscles to contract, kick up with the leg. So you've got momentum to take you up, and you've got your tummy muscles to take you up. Now Anna will kick up and hook that left leg, but still hang with the bottom leg. And come back down, unhook. So for a beginning, you can just start by doing this. Should you feel that you're not able to hook the foot yet, if you've got a partner, this is what the partner will do. The partner will stand not directly next to Anna or to you if you want to go onto the pole, because there's always a possibility of getting kicked in the face. So rather slightly stand to the back. Now, as Anna is going to kick up, I'm going to catch that left foot and I'm going to help her to hook it on the pole. And grab and hook. You will see I'm supporting her on the back and I've helped to get this foot there. In order to bring her back down again, she can unhook and I'm going to support her back onto the floor. Okay, let's do that one more time. Anna will kick up and I'm going to support her by helping her. Support under the back and help to hook that foot and come back down again. Nicely done. Now, from here, we're first going to have Anna lie flat on the floor and demonstrate what the legs need to do when they're hooking on the pole. So you can go lie flat on the floor next to the pole. Now, put the pole approximately close to your armpit. Your arm on the one side, your body on the other side. And take your left leg or the outside leg and go hook it around the pole, like you did when you were kicking up. And push your bum up as much as you can. The inside leg or the right leg is going to go up as well. Now have a look at what she's doing. The front foot or the left foot is slightly pointed as you're hooking the heel. The back leg or the right leg is a little bit more flexed. It's going to help with grip on the pole. Now your toe is on the one side of the pole, but it's very important that your knee is on the other side of the pole. You will see the pole is in between her knees and she's going to squeeze with her knees for extra grip. So get down onto the floor, get comfortable with this position before you go up into the air and do it there. Thank you, Anna. Once you've practiced it on the floor, now we can go up. I'm going to assist Anna to go up and then she's actually going to hook the second leg as well. So she's going to go up, kicking with the outside leg, hook, and now connect with the second leg and push your bum up against the pole. Remember, it's important to squeeze the pole between your knees. For now, I'm going to hold her and assist her as she slides down to the floor. And make sure to go down softly. Nicely done. Then let go of the legs and softly down. I hope that went well if you just tried it with us. Let's do it once more. This time I'm not going to assist her. She's simply going to go up slowly on her own so that you can see what it looks like. Taking the outside leg, kicking up, hook the ankle, connect with the back leg, having the pole between the knees, and now control the grip in your legs and your hands as you slide down. Nicely done. For just once more, I'm going to let Anna do it from the right side, but I want her to stand on this side when she's doing it, just so that you can see the outside leg as it's kicking up. So she's got the right hand at the bottom, going up, connect with the back leg, and slide down. If you slightly turn while you're sliding down, that's 100% for now. But the more you contract your tummy muscles, the more you will stay in one position. Now, let's do the left side. Now, the same principles apply when you want to do it on the left side. Your left arm is your strong arm, so that's the arm that you're going to have at the bottom. Your right arm, in this case, which is your weaker arm, will be on top. Again, the same rules apply. You can either have your hands the same height as your face, or a little bit lower, or a little bit higher. It all depends on what's most comfortable for you. You can even split them if you want to. That's 100% fine. For now, Anna is going to do it with the hands together, approximately the same height as her face. Let's just quickly do the move so that you can see it again. Kicking with the outside leg up, Hook the ankle, connect with the back leg, and control the movement as you slide down. Remember to put down onto the floor softly. Now, let's break it down. Again, as Anna is going to go up, I will assist her. But first, let's just do a few kicks without hooking that foot. So she's got the grip and the outside leg will kick up and back down. Be sure to contract your tummy muscles and let the momentum take you up. Kicking up, squeeze the tummy muscles and back down. Now your aim is to hook that ankle. So what you can do is have a look at the pole where you want to put your foot and aim for it. Let's go. Going up, hook the ankle but relax the other leg and just come back down again. Always try to land softly, even though if you're coming down with your feet. So be sure to still squeeze those tummy muscles as you come back down. Now I'm going to assist. So should you struggle to get your foot all the way there to hook it, have a friend or someone help you to get the foot there. Remember, don't stand in line of that kicking leg. You might just get something in the face that you don't want to. So rather stand a little bit to the back, and as she kicks up, I'm going to support her at the back and help this leg to go and hook. And I'm supporting her. Now, if she wants to, she can bring the second leg up, but it's very important that you help here. See, the pole is connected between the legs, or the legs are squeezing the pole. I'm assisting her to slide down for the first couple of times until she's 100% sure that she can keep the grip herself. And it's important for you to do that at home as well. Don't just let go. Hold on and control the movement. Anna's going to go up one more time without me. And she's going to go up, hook the right leg, back leg. Be sure to bend this knee in order to squeeze the pole. And control with the grip between your legs and your hands as you slide down. Nicely done. Again, people, safety first. So don't attempt to do this if you've never done it before and if you're unsure if you'll be able to do it, and don't do it alone. Get a friend or someone to help you, to spot you, and stay safe.